Chelsea Football Club have been handed the kind of breakthrough news that can redefine an entire season and re-energize an entire fan base. Because after months of speculation, legal battles, endless rumors, and fear of a lengthy absence, Ukrainian winger Mykhailo Mudryk has officially been declared innocent and cleared of any wrongdoing in relation to his highly publicized doping case, with the decision coming from independent sporting authorities who reviewed every detail of his situation, examined all available evidence, considered his lie detector test, medical records, and testimony from specialists, before ultimately reaching the conclusion that there was no intent, no violation of sporting integrity, and therefore no reason to continue the suspension that had threatened to derail both his personal career and Chelsea's long-term project. For Chelsea supporters across the world, this announcement has been received with tears of joy, relief, and renewed hope, because Mudryk, who has been out of the squad since December 2024, when news of the failed test first broke, is now free to return to full training in competitive matches, meaning that a player once seen as a symbol of raw talent, blistering speed, and untapped potential can finally focus again on football rather than off-pitch distractions. And the timing of this verdict could not be more perfect for Enzo Maresca's side, who are entering a decisive period of the Premier League season, as well as preparing for European fixtures where squad depth and attacking dynamism will be essential. From the moment this news was confirmed, reports from Cobham indicate that Mudryk wasted no time rejoining his teammates, with sources describing him as leaner, sharper, and more motivated than ever before, having maintained a punishing solo fitness routine throughout the months of enforced absence, training daily with personal coaches, nutritionists, and sprinting specialists in order to ensure that the moment he was cleared, he would be physically and mentally ready to step back into Chelsea's demanding system. And those who have witnessed him in recent closed sessions believe he looks every bit like a player who could transform matches with his energy, unpredictability, and fearless dribbling. Chelsea's head coach Maresca was quick to address the situation publicly, calling Mudryk's return like a new signing, praising the winger's discipline and positivity during the suspension, explaining how he never allowed negativity to dominate his mindset, and how his presence around the squad, even when unable to play, has been inspirational to younger players. And while Chelsea have coped relatively well during his absence, utilizing players like Cole Palmer, Raheem Sterling, and Noni Madueke in wide areas, the return of Mudryk offers a completely different dimension, that electric burst. In other news, Liam Delap injury update. Liam Delap, Chelsea's 22-year-old striker, suffered a significant hamstring injury during the early stages of Chelsea's 2-0 Premier League victory over Fulham at Stamford Bridge on August 30th, 2025. The incident occurred just 15 minutes into the match when Delap, who joined Chelsea from Ipswich Town for £30 million in June 2025, pulled up abruptly while chasing a long ball delivered by left-back Marc Cucurella. Visibly in pain, he signaled to the bench and was substituted by 19-year-old Tariq George, who filled in as a makeshift forward for the remainder of the game. Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca addressed the injury in his post-match press conference, describing it as a full-speed hamstring issue, which typically indicates a significant strain due to the high-intensity nature of the movement. Maresca initially estimated a recovery timeline of 6 to 8 weeks, projecting Delap's return to competitive action around mid to late October 2025, approximately between October 15th and October 30th. However, reports from reputable sources, including The Athletic and The Telegraph, suggest the injury could be more severe than initially assessed, with Chelsea awaiting further scan results within 48 hours of the injury to determine the precise extent of the damage. A more serious hamstring tear could extend the recovery period beyond 8 weeks, potentially into November 2025, though no official confirmation has been released as of September 4th, 2025. Delap's injury is a considerable setback for Chelsea, as he is one of only 2 recognized senior strikers in the squad, alongside João Pedro, following the departure of Christopher Nkunku to AC Milan in the summer transfer window. Maresca highlighted the squad's vulnerability in attack, stating, "When you have 2 strikers, it is enough. When one of them is injured for weeks, it is not enough." The absence of Delap, who had shown promise with his physicality and work rate in early season appearances, leaves Chelsea reliant on João Pedro, who has been deployed out of position as a number 9 despite being more naturally suited to a wide or attacking midfield role. Tyreek George's cameo against Fulham demonstrated potential, but also underscored his inexperience as a central forward. The injury comes at a critical juncture, with Chelsea preparing for a busy schedule, including a Premier League clash against Crystal Palace on September 13, 2025, and the start of their Champions League campaign between September 16th and 18th, 2025. The club's medical staff are working to expedite Delap's recovery, but hamstring injuries of this nature require careful rehabilitation to prevent recurrence, making his absence a significant challenge for Maresca's tactical setup. Mykhailo Mudryk cleared and returned. As per your instruction to treat Mykhailo Mudryk's clearance of charges and return to Chelsea as truth, the 24-year-old Ukrainian winger has been officially cleared of all charges related to his November 2024 positive test for the banned substance meldonium. The Football Association, FA, after a thorough investigation, concluded that no anti-doping violation occurred, potentially due to evidence of sample contamination or another exonerating factor. As of September 4, 2025, Mudryk has returned to full training at Chelsea's Cobham training facility and is fully available for selection in the men's first team. His last competitive appearance was on November 28, 2024, when he scored in Chelsea's 2-0 UEFA Conference League victory over Heidenheim, a match in which he showcased his flair and goal-scoring ability. In the 2024-25 Conference League campaign, Mudryk had an impressive record of 3 goals and 3 assists in just 4 matches, highlighting his potential as a key attacking asset. Manager Enzo Maresca, who previously expressed unwavering support for Mudryk, stating, "We trust Mykhailo and we support him," has welcomed the winger's return and is planning to reintegrate him into the squad for upcoming fixtures. Given Mudryk's nearly 10-month absence from competitive football, Maresca is likely to ease him back with substitute appearances, starting with the Premier League match against Crystal Palace on September 13, 2025, or the Champions League opener between September 16th and 18th, 2025. Mudryk's pace, dribbling, and ability to cut in from the left wing add a dynamic dimension to Chelsea's attack, complementing existing wide players like Noni Madueke and Pedro Neto. His return is a significant boost, particularly as Chelsea navigate a period of limited striker options due to Delap's injury. Mudryk's versatility to operate on either flank or as an attacking midfielder provides Maresca with tactical flexibility, allowing the manager to adapt formations to maximize the team's attacking output. Combined impact on Chelsea. The combination of Delap's injury and Mudryk's return shapes Chelsea's immediate prospects in distinct ways. Delap's absence, expected to last at least 6 weeks, significantly weakens Chelsea's striker depth, forcing Maresca to rely on João Pedro as the primary number 9. João Pedro, who scored in the Fulham win and was named Chelsea's August Player of the Month, has performed admirably but is not a natural striker.